Did something happen?
No, everything's wonderful.
Okay, why did you fix it so that I could leave school early and meet you here? I told Star I'd stick by her all day.
Oh, your loyalty to Star is really commendable, but this takes precedence.
What does?
Your adoption.
You mean we're here because you want to adopt me now? Today?
Now, today, you're going to be a Kramer. Langston, I thought you wanted this as much as I do.
It's just so sudden.
Yes, that's because I moved heaven and earth to get it to happen today. I thought you'd be thrilled.
I am, but...
But what?
I'm just channeling the day you rushed me to the doctor when I pretended to be pregnant. It was like, hurry, no questions, let's just get there and get it done.
This is nothing like that.
To you, maybe.
I'm just in a hurry to officially adopt you because you mean so much to me.
Do you like the necklace that my uncle gave me?
It's lovely.
My mother's quinceañera gift.
So he said.
That's why you wanted to finalize the adoption today, isn't it? Because my uncle already showed up.
Why can't you just take this at face value? I want to rush to get you adopted because I want you to be my daughter sooner rather than later. Uh-oh. All right, what's that look supposed to mean?
You think I don't know how you feel about my uncle?
He's a complete stranger, okay? I mean, it's only natural for me to question the motives of somebody who shows up out of nowhere and suddenly wants to be involved in your life.
Just because a blood relative of mine shows up in my life, that doesn't take away from what I feel for you.
That's very nice to hear.
I want to be your daughter. Nobody's gonna take me away from you.
Yeah, that's what you say now.
Okay, so he wants to visit me every once in a while. What is the big deal?
Would you stop being so naive?
Naive?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
All right, I'm going to tell you. Do you know what he said to me right after you left to go to school? He announced his intentions.
His intentions?
Right. He wants to be your legal guardian.
Uncle Ray can't have said that.
I'm not making this up.
He wants to be my legal guardian?
That's what he said.
Look, your French is great, but Spanish, not so much. Maybe you just misunderstood him.
My Spanish is impeccable. And Ray's English is quite adequate.
Okay, well, maybe he just didn't get that you were already planning to adopt me.
Oh, I think he understood all too well.
He didn't come all the way from Colombia just to make trouble. I know it. You know, he thinks he's doing the right thing. That's what it is. He thinks it's the honorable thing to offer to be my legal guardian. Yeah, he feels guilty about how things ended with my mother.
All right, I don't want to talk about him anymore, okay? I want to talk about you. Langston, would you rather that your uncle were your legal guardian instead of me?
Oh my God, I completely forgot to tell you all about Star.
Langston!
No, it was so amazing. She went off in front of the whole entire school this morning at assembly. These kids, they were making fun of her, so she completely let them have it. She was telling them how they should use condoms so that they wouldn't end up in the same predicament she's in. Can you believe that? I mean, is that brave or what?
So would you rather have your uncle as your legal guardian? I can understand why you have feelings about your uncle. He's the only connection you have to your mother.
Even looks like her. Something about his eyes.
Must be a very powerful feeling, seeing the resemblance.
It means a lot to me that my uncle's found me. Someone who grew up with my mother. Someone who can give me a history. I love that. But I want to be with you. And if you want to adopt me today, then I'm fine with that. So what does that tell you?
I just knew that you wouldn't be swayed by that man. Why do you look worried?
Dorian, I'm fine with the adoption, but I think you're kind of overreacting.
Overreacting in what way?
Well, I think you're kind of paranoid about my uncle.
He is the one who kept pointing out that he is your blood relative. And he says that in the courts in this country, blood relatives are always favored. Oh, Randy, good, you're here. Langston, this is one of my attorneys, Randy Coleman. Hi. So, are we all set?
Everything was in the judge's hands by 5 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, so we can get this thing done today.
And you'll be mother and daughter.
Oh. Brody. And Shane.
Hi.
Hi. What are you two doing here?
Leaving. Come on, Shane.
Is there a problem?
Just be patient.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Langston is already my daughter in my heart. I just want to make it legal and official, and that's why I went through great lengths to make it happen today.
Dr. Lord, please wait to be recognized before you speak. And I do see everything you went through, but there's a problem.
What kind of a problem?
An injunction. I cannot allow you to adopt Langston Wild.
Is that a joke, Your Honor?
I don't joke, Dr. Lord. You cannot proceed with the adoption of Langston Wild. An injunction has been filed to stop it.
Who filed this injunction?
I did. I want custody of my niece.
Whom you are Ray Montez.
I am, Your Honor. Miss Wild is my late sister's daughter, and I am seeking the privilege of raising her.
Can he do this?
Your Honor, this man hardly knows my daughter. In fact, we have no proof that he is who he says he is.
Dr. Lord?
Your Honor, I have the information Dr. Lord is requesting right here. My client's passport, several family documents, birth certificate, and a picture of my client with his sister, Linda Montes Wild, the mother of the child in question.
This is what her mother would have wanted.
Your Honor, I doubt very much that Langston's mother would have wanted her to be raised by a murderer.
Dorian!
Okay, go quick. You see, Your Honor, I had investigators look into this gentleman's background, and until recently, he was at Plato Prison in Colombia for murder.
Your Honor, included in the information I presented is Mr. Montes's release from prison and documentation proving that he was proven to be innocent. All charges have been dropped against him.
Well,
Your Honor, because of my wrongful imprisonment, I was unaware of my sister's death. I came to Landview the moment I found out, the moment I knew my niece needed me.
she does not need you.
Dr. Lord, may I remind you that this is my courtroom.
Your Honor, I'm sure that you'll find all of Mr. Montes's papers are in order and agree that there are no legal grounds for denying him custody of his niece.
Do I have to go with my uncle? Even if I don't want to?
Absolutely not. Your Honor, I am Langston Wild's legal guardian, and only a hearing can change that.
Dr. Lord, that is the express purpose of this meeting with Mr. Montez and his attorney, to consider his request to have his niece's guardianship changed. Now, please sit down.
But, Your Honor...
Sit down. Mr. Montez, are you prepared to demonstrate viability of guardianship?
I am, Your Honor.
Then please step forward.
Will you do something?
Dr. Lord, you'll have an opportunity to speak later.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Nobody is going to take you away from me.